Today, I just wanted to go through a few tips for negotiating on property. Now, I live here in Australia. My name is Thomas O'Regan, and I help people buy and invest in properties. And one of the keys to investing is buying a deal at the right price. Okay, and people always say, you make your money in the purchase. And making your money in the purchase comes down to the negotiation. A lot of it comes down to the negotiation. Also comes down to market conditions, but whatever market condition you're in, you need to understand the market you're negotiating in so you know what levers you can pull, and that's negotiating helps. If you understanding that will help you negotiate. Now, there's also different sort of campaigns that agents run. Like, for example, an agent might run a campaign that it's designed to create as much interest on a property as possible, and it could be effectively that's their goal every single time, right? But sometimes it can be very deceiving and what I mean by that is they might to create as much interest on a property as possible, a seller agent to create as much interest on a property as possible might advertise the price range of the property far below what the market is, intentionally or not. Who knows? It depends how good the agent is. Maybe they're just making a huge error and they don't know what they're doing, or maybe they do know what they're doing and they're just intentionally putting a low price to create as much interest as possible. Now, understanding all this is critical when it comes to negotiating on the property. And beyond that, as I said before, you need to understand the market and what the actual value of the property is in the marketplace, because that will help you determine whether you are purchasing a good deal or not. Because alternatively, if you don't understand how to value a property and you are just going off the agent's valued price, then effectively you could just be thinking you're getting a good deal because the agent has advertised the price incorrectly, and the reality is that the actual market price could be something very different from the advertised price. So don't get confused don't even just simply almost disregard the advertisement price. You have to look at the property for what it is and assess it in the marketplace, okay? Anyways, so something for me that is, and this works especially well in hot markets for negotiating, is all my offers every single offer I present has urgency with it. And why do I want to have urgency with my offers? Because I want there to be as little, especially in hot markets, I want there to be as little chance as possible for someone to outbid me. And I don't mean I'm going to an auction or anything like that. I just mean if you submit an offer to a real estate agent, what they're going to do with that offer, with time, is they're going to use that offer, whatever offer it is, it doesn't even matter. You could offer like half the actual price of the property. They will still use that offer to persuade other potential buyers that there is a lot of interest on the property and try and create FOMO, try and create the sense of urgency and fear of missing out for all potential buyers. Now, say if I make an offer and it's a good offer or not, it doesn't matter. Say if I make an offer, let's just call it like a reasonable offer, and I wait, I say, just here's my offer, just get back, reach out to the vendor and then just get back to me whenever you feel like it. Get back to me in a week, 2 weeks, doesn't matter, just whenever. What the actual agent is going to do is going to take that offer and say to every single other person that inquires on the property, hey, if you're interested in this property, get your shit together, because there's a serious offer in on this property, and I would recommend you also offer on this property if you want it, because it's a good property, and in fact offer in the top of the range of our whatever the price is, right? So what I'm trying to get at is, I don't want that to, if I'm submitting an offer, I don't want that to happen. So in fact, I don't even want to show any interest on the property whatsoever until I've done all my checks, all my due diligence, and I am willing and confident with the price that I'm willing to pay on the property. And my initial offer might start here, and it might, my limit might be there, but I want to be confident on what the price is, and move to the point of exchange of contract as quickly as possible, right? So usually what I just say is, hey, this is my offer. I'm actually looking, and every time, it's not a lie, because I'm quite literally always looking at other properties and making property offers on lots of properties all the time. I just say, look, this is my offer, and I let me just go back a step. So I try and get some sort of gauge on what price the vendor would be interested in. Okay, so you don't want to be submitting stupid offers that won't ever get accepted. So you want to be submitting reasonable offers, but obviously you want to be submitting offers that you're getting a good deal. So submit an offer that's a reasonable offer, and then I say, look, I'm actually looking at other properties, and I actually want to buy one today. And you do it at the end of the day. I always like to do it at the end of the day, because that gives people the least other potential buyers the least amount of time to react and outbid you. If you put in an offer at 5 p.m. and you say, get this offer to the vendor, please, as quickly as possible, because I want to sign a contract on a property today. If you guys don't want to proceed, then I will just simply move on to another property, because I want to sign a contract today, and they'll move as quickly as possible, and they'll have 1 hour, to get the deal to the vendor, and you'll get a genuine response back from the vendor, and there is no time there for the agent to potentially get other people to outbid you. So yeah, back to the urgency thing. So I'll submit the offer, and I say, look, I'm actually looking at other properties, and I'm going to submit a few other offers out tonight, and I will quite literally, whoever comes back to me first, I will just accept that offer. And if you guys are too slow, then I'll just give you a call up and say the other properties accepted my offer first. So you want the urgency, you want the power when you're negotiating. You want the power to be in your court. So if the power is always in the agent's court, then I don't want to say you're going to lose the negotiation, because it's meant to be a win-win scenario, but you're not going to get a good outcome for yourself. Like I don't speak to homeowners all the time, but the last time I spoke to a lady who was trying to buy her dream home, upgrade or whatever, move to a new location. She sort of submitted a reasonable offer to the agent. She was telling me about it, and I was like he's just kind of holding her offer because the agent knows she has a pretty serious emotional connection to the property already, and the agent also knows, or has been given the impression by the lady that's trying to buy her dream home, that that lady is not looking anywhere else. She has no other options. So the guy has taken her offer, the agent has taken the woman's offer, and he's just sitting on it. And he's sitting on it to potentially bring in other potential purchases and make a bidding war, or he's just sitting on it to wait until she offers higher, because she has an emotional connection to the property, because she's so fixated on the property. She doesn't understand that even if she loves the property, she should be looking at other properties to make I don't know, to give yourself perspective and to make it known that it's not the only one. Like, you can't let the agent know their property is the only one that you're looking at, because then they'll know they'll have you. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully that helped. Went a bit longer than expected, but yeah, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if that helped at all. Cheers, bye.